We have a Kindle Reader on the iPad, and we can go back to our library and we can look at all the books that are on our device or all the books that are on the cloud. We can choose to look at the books in a different way. In this list view, you can see how much of each book you've read. We can look at books, newsstand, documents, all items. We can synchronize, which is that button down the bottom right hand corner. We've got our settings button at the bottom right hand corner, but there is no button on the Kindle Reader to buy a book. This is due to the way that Apple and Amazon work together to allow you to purchase the books while you're inside the Kindle book. Apple's standard policy is that if you want to have an in-app purchase, that is the ability to buy a book while you're inside the application, then Apple wants a cut. Amazon doesn't want to do that because it gives most of its money to the book authors. So what's the workaround? Well, if we go back to our Safari, or if you go back to Chrome, if you're using that as your browser on your iPad, we can now look for Kindle books. So we could search, for example, the Kindle store, and then go, and let's see what we get. So it's got a list of books. Buy a Kindle, free reading apps, that's what I'm looking for. So let's tap free reading apps and see what's available. So what we have are reading apps for smartphones, computers, tablets, and also this one called the Kindle Cloud Reader. So I've just tapped on that. So it's read.amazon.com, and it's your access to your library through the cloud. You can download books directly to your iPad through this reader, or you can look at your entire library. We can look at the page, if you like, the book cover. We can look at this as in a list, so on. But the cool trick is to tap this button just at the top and choose Add to Home Screen. That will add a link from this website onto your home screen, making it real easy to get to your cloud reader. So let's add that. And there's my cloud reader on the home screen. So to open the cloud reader, you tap it once and it will load your cloud reader in Safari or Chrome, whatever your web browser is. You should sign in or create a new account. It asks you to set up the Kindle Cloud Reader for offline reading. So you can increase the database size if you need to, allowing you to download and store more books on your iPad. You don't have to store the books on the iPad. In particular, this Cloud Reader not only allows you to read the books online or stored on your iPad, but it also allows you to buy books. So let's get started. And now we have a Kindle Store button. So if I tap that button, I can now go to the Kindle Store and I can buy more books. Now, based on the books I've previously bought, it's given me a whole list of ones that it's suggesting. These are my recommended books. John Grisham, I've actually bought that as an iBook. For example, there are these other ones here, and you can just tap one of those, read about it, choose whether you want to buy it, click on the buy button, and you will buy that book instantly. You can then read that book on your Kindle Reader, your cloud reader, or you can read it on your Kindle device, your iPhone, your iPad, smartphone, computer, whatever you've got.